have a good feeling about this
Dude.
shit.
Why don't we bring the gun, Chris?
Why? Why?
Dude.
It's too late
Chris,
for
we should-
fucking why.
We should have brought the gun, dude.
Oh, really? Hey, well, guess what? Doesn't make a fucking difference now.
Okay, let's just do this.
I'm not doing another one of these deals again. All right?
Okay, Chris, let's go.
Let's get this over with.
No, wait! Chris,
Yeah.
what happened?
From this point forward, our movie went south real quick.
We may have ran into a few minor complications.
The following is now footage of interviews from each and every one of our crew members telling their story of why what happened.
We definitely intended to have a full-length film, but this is
We
our
will
film
have
now.
a full-length film.
Yeah, not right now, but
It will happen.
This is our film. This is a documentary of why we don't have our film and things of what happened. So yeah.
And a lot of things happened.
Oh yeah, we were kind of stuck with like iMovie, so we kind of had to improvise when it came to special effects and all that realistic looking stuff.
Which means it was realistic enough that it was real. And there's some consequences with real, because then real things happen.
Chris, like, even forgot that he attached a firework to his knee. And he realized it, and he starts freaking out.
And no pain, no gain.
Why?
And it doesn't go off, because we attached a little blood packet to it, so it would splatter blood everywhere. And he falls on the ground.
It wholeheartedly removed.
All right, AJ. So, how did what happened? And
Why do you guys
I'm
keep doing that? Stop pushing buttons. What the fuck? I know that. Okay, what's the fucking question? Do I press play when you...
So, AJ, what do we have to do to get this shot again?
Alright, well, first, camera obviously had to be under the car, so we dug just a giant hole for this tripod with the camera on top to sit on, and then what's more is we needed the camera to pan up. So, in order to try at first to get the best shot, we needed a person to manually do it right after the car drives over. However, you know, having a $1,000 camera underneath the car does not sound fun. So, when Chris drives over on this scene in particular, one of the cement blocks breaks and he's just like, oh fuck, and so he pulls off to the side and we're like, no, that was a fucking good shot, because that was also our first take. And there wasn't that much clearance, so we started digging this trench so I could lay in it. And in hindsight, that was a pretty dumb idea.
So you're supposed to just lay down in the trench, like, while the car went over you?
Yeah, so basically, the whole idea was, I'll have enough clearance to where the car will just glide right over me, and I'll be panning the
Just
camera
under
up.
it, panning up.
And 30 minutes later, we got 10 seconds of footage.
So how'd you feel about it?
I almost got run over.
Oh my god. What's going on with your character in this scene?
Alright, so fucking, to make a suppressor for a gun, we must first dismantle a sprinkler and then attach it to the end of an airsoft gun with duct tape.
So this is it, like, introduction to your character, right?
Of course.
Okay.
So I'm walking in the room, and we decided to put M89s in there.
We shouldn't say that either. Keep going.
So anyways, we decide as fucktards to make the fuse as long as possible because that'll buy us time before the scene. I light it in the hallway. I walk in, and it stays lit for at least 2.5 minutes. As I'm waving the gun around, I don't know if it's gonna shoot me or Daniel, so I feel like a psychopath. So I turn to him and I go, "Who's it gonna kill, Daniel? Who's it gonna kill?" Anyway, so when it turns out to be a blunderbuss, I stand there and then pepper the door with what is sand shotgun shells. And yeah, that's about that scene.
Wait, how many takes did you guys have to use?
About 20.
20?
20 shots of me hitting Daniel with fireworks.
Oh, God.
And it was worth every shot.
Was he okay?
He was hurt a little bit.
So, wait, I'm really confused. Like, what happened in the scene where you just turn around and you're just super pissed off?
Well,
Like when you get out of the car?
as Chris had decided, we would duct tape the fireworks to the inside of the barrel of the gun, as it would be wise, as the audience would not see it. So I get out of the car, and within seconds of getting out of the car, I kick fucking fireworks across the driveway, just to realize we have to fucking cut the entire scene after about the 11th fucking try.
Give us a little insight of what's going on in this scene.
So, my friends are psychotic. So in the garage scene, we wanted to go for the most authentic psychopath killer that you could ever see, I guess. And the amount of time and resources that went into that one scene for a class I'm not in, for a school I don't go to. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We almost crushed a dude with a Rolls Royce.
Was it pretty crazy? Jeez.
It is pretty cool. I mean, we basically were training to be an ISIS, but it was pretty
We
cool.
probably shouldn't say
Wait, who's in the chair?
So in the chair was our dear old friend Mitchell.
How was the soup container anyway?
The soup was so fucking gross. It was like, you put it in like the mouth hole, and it was already like gross from like condensation from my face. And then I get food in there, and the smell was so awful, a mixture of my slobber and the food, and I just wanted to die.
That is real torture.
High schooler tied to a chair.
We shouldn't say
I know.
that.
But we're training him for when he's captured and held hostage. He'll know what to do.
well, it's alright. Cat's out of the bag.
So, why do you guys put in the torture scene?
Because shock factor gets attention. I mean, nobody gives a fuck. You did the same normal thing over and over again. I'd say a good proportion of our group has the
It was
stupidity to go through with that.
It was basically we planned to have like an intro for like all the characters who were gonna be on like this crew, and they were just gonna be real quick, like just compilation like montage thing, like real quick, maybe like 30 seconds per person, and it would just show them in these like weird, like abnormal scenarios, like situations that they're in while they're answering a phone, accepting like yes, I want to go in the crew.
Yeah, showing about like how like a crazy fucking criminal would like go about his day-to-day life, just like total chunk out right there.
Yeah. So, since we had a cash shortage, Chris proposed the idea that he was just going to put on a ski mask and literally not talk the whole time and be crazy. And we really took off with that.
And this is the result.
Yeah. So, setting up this sit was absolutely insane. Like, it was in Chris's dad's garage where he keeps all these cars, and it looks like a mechanics factory. It's insane. And really, like, walking into it was definitely real. It was real. And it definitely...
If somebody walked in at that moment to
Yeah.
take a look on that situation, I could see them being quite concerned.
We wouldn't have been able to talk ourselves out of that. We're like, oh, look, no, we're filming. It's okay. Look, I got my camera right here. But, yeah, in all truth, it was a questioning of morals.
I'd say it was a good trust exercise.
It was good. And Mitch was a really good sport about being in that chair for that long. We were up till, 4 a.m.?
Yeah, whatever.
And then
That was common.
yeah. We started early, too. We started, filming that?
Oh, it was probably 6 hours filming.
Way up. The snow. That night.
Yeah,
that
fucking the hell ride.
That's what you want to call it?
Fuck it. We get right up to Crestman's. Shit hits the fan.
How so?
Roads are frozen. Motherfucking chains are too loose on my tires. And we don't even make it fucking 5 miles to Shaver when a chain flies off into the fucking woods. And we're stranded on the middle of the fucking highway.
Sideways in the highway.
Sideways on the highway in a fucking blizzard.
Now, how did you get out of that situation again?
We fucking took the door, meant for the final scene of the movie, and wedged it under my tire only to peel out and then leave the scene with the door there.
Hey, so what was up with that snow story?
Well, the original plan for the movie involved a finale, and we should go all out with it, which involves...
We had like 12 people.
12 cast members.
3 different cars.
Plus supporting crew.
And we were just driving up to Shaver.
In 2 teams to an abandoned location in Shaver to film a grand finale.
It's like right off of Shaver. And we could not have picked the worst day.
It was pretty much the biggest storm we've had all year.
It was awful.
And we were in the middle of it.
That was the worst I've ever seen the roads conditioned. And we go up all the time.
There's not very much footage.
Yeah.
And the reason is me and John were the only ones that made it into base camp.
And then Chris and I got up there. There's still tons of sunlight.
Everything was going all right up until the point when the temperature dropped off below freezing. This project, we are planning to complete the formal, official form of this movie by the end of December.
Yeah, hopefully.
And we will be uploading it to YouTube for anybody who wants to view the complete product.
Probably this same channel. So, yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.